Kylian Mbappé winning the La Liga Player of the Month award marks another defining chapter in his incredible career and the beginning of what many Real Madrid supporters hope will be a historic era. His arrival at the Santiago Bernabéu was the transfer story of the summer, and with all eyes on him from the very first day, Mbappé has not only lived up to the immense expectations but has gone a step further, stamping his authority on Spanish football in spectacular fashion. This award is not simply a recognition of his statistics, but a reflection of his immediate adaptation to La Liga, his influence on Real Madrid's attacking dynamic, and his role as the face of the new generation at the club. From his first league appearances, Mbappé demonstrated the qualities that made him one of the most coveted players in the world. His blistering pace, sharp dribbling, and ice-cold finishing translated seamlessly from Ligue 1 to La Liga. Opposing defenders who may have underestimated his ability to adjust quickly were left trailing as he consistently created chaos in the final third. In the matches leading up to his Player of the Month recognition, he scored decisive goals that turned tight contests in Madrid's favor, proving once again that he is a player who thrives under pressure. His ability to step up in the most demanding moments has long been one of his trademarks, and in Spain, it has been no different. One of the key aspects that stood out during the month was his growing partnership with Vinícius Júnior. The Brazilian, already a star in his own right at Madrid, has found a kindred spirit in Mbappé. Their chemistry has been instantaneous, with Vinícius' trickery and unpredictability on the left complementing Mbappé's explosive directness and sharp movements. Opposing defenses are now forced to split their focus, knowing that doubling up on one leaves the other with too much space. Add to that Jude Bellingham's commanding presence in midfield and Rodrygo's versatility, and Real Madrid suddenly look like one of the most fearsome attacking units in world football. Mbappé's award therefore also symbolizes how he has elevated the entire front line, making each of his teammates more effective by drawing defenders and creating constant threats. Beyond the numbers, Mbappé's presence has transformed the atmosphere at the Bernabéu. Supporters who had long waited for his arrival now finally have their superstar, and the excitement in the stands has been palpable. Every time he touches the ball, there is a sense of anticipation, an expectation that something magical might happen. For Madrid fans who have witnessed legends such as Cristiano Ronaldo, Zinedine Zidane, and Raúl, Mbappé is already stepping into that lineage of players who not only perform but inspire. The award, while an individual honor, is shared in spirit with the supporters who have fueled his performances with unwavering passion and belief. The psychological impact of winning the La Liga Player of the Month so early in his Madrid career cannot be overstated. It validates his decision to leave PSG for Real Madrid, a move that had been years in the making and filled with speculation, delays, and drama. Now, with his performances speaking louder than any transfer saga, Mbappé has silenced doubters and justified his choice to embrace the challenge of Spanish football. For the club, it is a signal that their marquee signing is already delivering on the promise of greatness, and for Mbappé, it serves as motivation to push even further, knowing that he is on the right path. This award also places Mbappé firmly in the spotlight as the face of La Liga. With Lionel Messi now in MLS and Cristiano Ronaldo long departed to other pastures, Spanish football had been seeking new global icons to carry its brand forward. While players like Vinícius and Pedri have been outstanding, Mbappé's arrival has elevated the league's profile internationally. His performances are not only drawing record crowds and television audiences but also restoring La Liga's status as the home of football's brightest stars. The recognition as Player of the Month is therefore not just a personal achievement but also a boost to the league's prestige. On the pitch, the goals Mbappé scored during the award-winning run were emblematic of his versatility. Some were instinctive finishes inside the box, others showcased his trademark bursts of acceleration to leave defenders in his wake. There were also moments where his vision and creativity came to the fore, as he set up teammates with precision passes or opened up space with intelligent runs. What impressed analysts most was his willingness to adapt to Carlo Ancelotti's tactical demands. Rather than simply operating as an individualistic forward, Mbappé has bought into Madrid's collective system, tracking back when necessary, pressing high up the pitch, and combining effectively with teammates. His maturity in this regard has been praised, as it demonstrates not just talent but also discipline and team-first mentality. Fan reactions have been overwhelmingly positive, with social media flooded by highlight reels, chants in the stadium celebrating his goals, and even comparisons to some of the club's greatest legends. Many Madridistas see him as the natural heir to Cristiano Ronaldo, not necessarily in playing style but in terms of carrying the team on the biggest stages. The excitement around his Player of the Month recognition has spilled into conversations about the season ahead, with fans now daring to dream about domestic dominance and another push for the Champions League. Mbappé's arrival and immediate impact have reinvigorated the sense of invincibility that Real Madrid thrives on. However, amidst the celebrations, there is also an acknowledgement of the challenges ahead. The Spanish season is long and grueling, and consistency will be key. Mbappé himself has spoken in the past about the intensity of modern football schedules and the importance of managing physical and mental load. This award is a snapshot of his brilliance in 1 month, but maintaining that level over an entire season will be the true test. Fortunately for Madrid, Mbappé has shown throughout his career that he is a player built for longevity, capable of sustaining high performance levels across competitions and under relentless scrutiny. The broader implications of Mbappé's award stretch beyond Madrid. Rival fans, while reluctant to admit it, have acknowledged his quality and the fear factor he brings to their clubs. Barcelona supporters in particular are wary of what his presence means for El Clásico, with the prospect of Mbappé versus their young stars like Pedri and Lamine Yamal adding fresh intrigue to one of football's greatest rivalries. For Atletico Madrid, Sevilla, and others, facing a Real Madrid side spearheaded by Mbappé feels like an even more daunting task. La Liga as a whole benefits, as the competition level rises and the spectacle intensifies. In France, where he left behind PSG, the reactions have been mixed. Some Paris supporters feel a sense of loss watching him succeed elsewhere, while others admit pride that their former captain is shining on a bigger stage. French media has covered his Spanish exploits closely, framing his Player of the Month award as yet another confirmation of his status as one of the very best in the world. With the European Championships and future international tournaments in mind, Mbappé's form at club level is seen as a positive sign for the French national team, ensuring their talisman remains at peak sharpness. For Mbappé personally, the award is part of his larger ambition to build a legacy. He has often spoken about wanting to be remembered among the greats, and his move to Madrid was driven by the desire to win the biggest trophies and test himself in the toughest environments. Winning the LaLiga Player of the Month may seem like a small step compared to the Ballon d'Or or Champions League, but it is a foundational stone in the empire he hopes to build in Spain. Every accolade, every milestone, contributes to the narrative of his career, and this one has the added significance of being his first major recognition in a new league. Looking ahead, the challenge for Mbappé will be to use this momentum as a springboard. Madrid's ambitions are sky high, with domestic glory and European triumphs expected every season. For a player of his caliber, the weight of expectation is immense, but so far, he has thrived under such circumstances. His Player of the Month award is evidence that he is not just adapting but excelling, and if he can sustain this level, there is little doubt that more awards will follow, including the possibility of La Liga Player of the Year. In conclusion, Kylian Mbappé winning the La Liga Player of the Month is far more than just an individual prize. It represents the successful beginning of his Real Madrid journey, the immediate impact he has made on Spanish football, and the excitement he has reignited among supporters. It showcases his adaptability, his leadership, and his ability to carry the weight of expectation with grace and brilliance. For Madrid fans, it is a glimpse into a future filled with hope and ambition. For La Liga, it is the arrival of a global superstar to restore its glamour. And for Mbappé, it is the first of many milestones in a chapter that promises to define his career.